Science time with Emma. Bling! Hey peeps, Emma here. Have you ever wondered how I make those amazing fireplaces that don't let off any smoke? Well, today we're gonna go over all the amazing designs that I've uncovered over the years, and I'm gonna share them with you so you can make these yourself. First, we start with a key element to all of these designs, and that is to use the standing or hanging brazier. By placing a brazier on the ground, you can easily see that it fits right into a cube of 4-meter walls. Use these walls to encapsulate the brazier, and in the original design what I like to do is add a first layer of wood and then 2 layers of crystal. The 2 layers of crystal on top can also be swapped with wood if you would like, or if you just don't have crystal yet, you can always swap this out. Now I hear you think, how do I ever refill this? Will I always need to remove those bottom pieces so I can refill it with coal? Well, let's take a look at some other designs that I uncovered over the years. Technically, you also only need this top part. So if I were to do this, I grab these long hard poles. And now I can remove these pieces. There we go. And now we have a smokeless brazier. It doesn't let off any smoke, well, a little bit. If you're standing too close, it can give you a little bit of fire, or it can give you a little bit of smoke. But look, if you position it exactly in the middle, it's completely fine. And just by these these little walls that you place just above it, it can become smokeless, which is super cool. Or use this upgraded smaller design. You just plop one of these around them. For that snap point, you want it to be just close enough to the brazier so you can just make a whole cube around it, basically. And what we're going to do is, I'm going to take a couple of these. Yeah, that looks... I do like the design of this one, but it does not need to be these beams. And what if I were to do this? Well, the most important part is coming. I'm going to remove these bottom ones because we technically don't need them. And this will be a way for you to refuel your brazier if needed. Now, the most important part is up here. Or, wait, are you already smokeless? Yeah, it's already smokeless if you put those beams there. Oh, did we find a new design for the smokeless fireplace? I think we did. Yes, indeed. The brazier needed even less space than I thought. Why can this be handy? Let me show you with the hanging brazier. I kind of want to try something different. Definitely this window. I like it a lot. And once again, these smokeless braziers. So you can get your rusted buff and you have that fire buff as well without getting smoked all over the place. And the ceiling is high enough, but if I were to take this staircase, the smoke would collect here too. So it's just such a handy tip to know to make that smokeless fireplace, because there's gonna be like scenarios, at least for me, when I'm like, oh no, I want to have like a fire here, but it's gonna be so smoky. Like when I made a house shaped like a potato, this design can be made with chains, bronze, coal and wood alone, so you can make this pretty early on. And once we get to the mountains, I can switch the middle parts of the wood with crystal.
No, I've seen yours with glass and the ice cave.
Yeah, but so yeah,
fire.
There is a hanging brazier right in there. Actually, if I leave only one side open, does any fog escape? It doesn't seem like it.
No, I'm not getting smoked.
Oh, nice. Well, there you go. These braziers can easily be worked into walls or pillars, giving light, warmth, and, of course, no smoke. On the other side, you can see that it's held back by the glass. You can do the same with wood, but you can close this off. And what I've discovered is you can make braziers and hanging, like standing and hanging braziers, smokeless by encapsulating them in 1 meter by 1 meter columns. I've made many. You know what? I'll show you another example in this base. It's behind my bed because I wanted to make sure that the bed is definitely gonna be lit. So I put 2 blue standing braziers behind my bed, and you can see the same as well. There's no smoke, there's no fire going out or anything. They're just constantly lit while they're here, which is super handy. You don't want your fire to go out when you want to sleep, and you also don't want it to be out of range. So I just plopped 2 behind my bed, and I think it's a pretty solid strategy if you're at the later end of the game. But not every base has space for this. What would be the absolute minimum? How small can we go without any smoke? Oh yeah, and look, another smokeless fireplace right here. This one is the absolute minimum that you need. It's just 4 beams all the way around. And I think the only way that this can work is, of course, because it's in a corner somewhere. But no smoke. I have no idea why the brazier is like this, but it works. It works like a charm. Do I have one upstairs as well? Oh yeah, look, some more designs and everything. There's so many options. Inspired? Share your designs in my Discord. But let's move on to the smokeless kitchen design, since of course I had to try create a kitchen this way. But I can't place this. I think. Yes. Okay, and now we make it smokeless again. Just put those beams in there. And there we go. Look how much smoke is coming out of there. Oh my god. And now I can just remove these. Remove the drops. And we have a functional cauldron that never goes out, is smokeless, and well, it's smokeless. What more? What more do you want? This is by far now my favorite design. It does not look as good. Don't get me wrong. This is for efficiency and because we can. Even though a floor piece is needed to place the cauldron and other structures, you can totally use a brazier as a cooking fire, or just use one row with a ceiling chimney design. I'll just remove them for a little bit so we can place down you. It works. Yes, yes. Oh, we're doing it. Oh, no, that, okay. There's an order in which we do this, of course. Ah, yes, it works. It works. My smokeless kitchen is in the make. Sadly, one more structure creates smoke in the kitchen. The oven. But what if there is also a way to make the oven smokeless? I did some Valheim science about a month and a half ago about making a smokeless kitchen. And in those testings, I found out that if you place your ovens inside of stone, their smoke kind of seems to dissipate quite a bit. So I'll turn them on so I can show you. Because they are basically fully encapsulated into the stone, and I put fermenters on top of it. And as you can see, no smoke. Don't know where the smoke would come from, but no smoke. I really love this design, fermenters on there. So yeah, if you want a little bit of a compact space or something like that, or you don't want smoke from your ovens, just plop a couple of stones on there and it seems to resolve that. If you learned something new, you will probably also like this video, where I show you how to build inside of crypts and caves, and yes, even the Queen's Lair. So be sure to like and subscribe so you also stay in the loop. Thank you all so much for watching, and thank you so much for all the love and support on my channel. You're all absolutely amazing. Dag